Every time you open a standard AI tool, you are looking at a blank slate. The context is entirely gone, and you start over. This leads to constant friction. You spend the first 5 minutes re-explaining who you are, what the project is, and the exact tone you need. You do the heavy lifting of bringing the software up to speed, day after day. Hermes Agent, built by Noose Research, is an open-source framework that runs continuously on a dedicated server. By maintaining its own persistent memory files and terminal backend, it manages workflows as ongoing processes rather than isolated ephemeral chat windows. While most users treat AI as a simple Q&A tool, Hermes functions as an always-on digital partner. You message it through standard platforms like Slack or Telegram exactly as you would a human colleague who is already familiar with your work. Using a persistent agent for basic search queries ignores its structural design. True mastery of the system requires scaling through 3 distinct levels of workflow automation. The first level is building the agent's persistent memory. Over time, the system compiles a cumulative model of how you operate. You establish this through soul.md, the core manual detailing your identity and goals. Memory expands by linking directly to your Obsidian Vault for personal insights. Finally, routing meeting note takers like Granola and Zapier email integrations connects Hermes to your live daily communications. This interconnected data web eliminates the need for reintroduction. Every new session pulls from a deep, perfectly retained history of your actual work. Once the agent has your context, we move to level 2, utilizing asynchronous parallel processing to break out of the linear chat interface. Standard AI tools typically lock the interface until a response is finished. In Hermes, the /background command allows the agent to conduct deep research on one topic while you continue messaging it about another without interruption. This autonomy extends into scheduled cron jobs. These are automated tasks that run quietly in the background on a fixed schedule, requiring no manual prompting. You can configure the system to wake up at 6 a.m., scan your calendar, analyze your project history, and deliver a customized briefing to your phone by 8 a.m. with actionable recommendations for the day. For complex projects, you deploy the Super Goal Framework. This creates a human-AI handshake, where the agent breaks a project into milestones, completes technical tasks, and then pauses to assign you specific physical actions before proceeding to the next step. This shift allows the AI to function as a proactive project manager, actively advancing complex tasks even while the user is offline. The highest level of mastery manages an entire ecosystem of specialized intelligence. When facing a multi-threaded objective, Hermes ends up isolated subagents. Each worker receives its own specific focus and context window, solving its portion of the task without confusing the main logic thread. You also route specific tasks to the exact language model best suited for the job, using simple terminal commands. This allows you to delegate real-time social media research to Grok, hand off video analysis to Gemini, and route deep reasoning coding tasks through OpenRouter. Every time this fleet completes a complicated workflow, Hermes saves that solution as a reusable module to the agentskills.io library. It learns from its own successful processes, so it never has to figure out the same problem twice. At this stage, the user stops doing the granular work and begins orchestrating a highly specialized, self-improving digital workforce. To operate safely at this level of autonomy, the system requires a secure 24/7 infrastructure. Running an always-on agent with access to your entire digital life on an unprotected laptop is a significant security risk. Deploying the system on a secure remote server ensures continuous uptime while isolating your personal data from external vulnerabilities. For local installations, you use Docker containers. This places the agent inside a sealed digital environment, preventing it from accessing your core hard drive beyond the specific folders you explicitly allow. Because this memory grows in value over time, you schedule a daily automated task that takes a complete snapshot of the agent's brain and backs it up into a private GitHub repository. A properly structured Hermes agent functions as a compounding asset, gaining specialized skills and context that scale alongside your own professional growth. Building this system marks the shift from using isolated tools to managing a truly autonomous digital partner.